Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gon' hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm, but I won't go back. But trust me, you gon' hold that.
Hey man, sounding like you is cool and all, but imagine sounding like Lil Tjay or Six Black Cadillac. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wavy Wayne from wavywayne.com. And if you don't know yet, this channel is all about helping you to record and mix better and faster. So if you all about that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. You feel me? Today's video, we're going to have some fun, man, because I've been enjoying this song, Calling My Phone, a whole lot. And I was like, man, I know I can make that sound. So I jumped into Pro Tools, recorded a little something with myself. And here I go with a brand new template that you can actually purchase on wavywayne.com. You can just skip this whole video. Go to wavywayne.com right now. Load this up into your Pro Tools or other DAW like Logic and Studio One is coming for that too. Load it up into that DAW and just basically start recording and get this exact sound that I have right now. So let's go ahead and just take a listen again. Hear what I got. I'm going to break down exactly what I did to it for the most part. And then I'm going to leave y'all alone so you can go back to creating. Let's hear it.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gon' hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm, but I won't go back. But trust me, you gon' hold that.
As you can see, the vocal skills are not included, all right? So you got to make sure that you have your own vocal skills. That performance is key, okay? But let's go ahead and break down what I did, man. Comparing this to the original song, you can go listen to it if you want to. One thing that I found is that the high end, the brightness of this vocal was really important. It was important to accentuate that and make sure that that high end presence was really there and not too much low end. So my voice tends to cut through more on the low side of things, but so I had to do some work to really accentuate the high end, and I think it works well for this type of beat and for this type of track. So let's just go over to my mix window to see what we did here. Of course, I got the beat track, man, with the trim plug-in on, trim to exact specifications as you would need it, because you know a lot of times the beat will need to be trimmed down when you like getting beats off YouTube and BeatStars and all these other places where you get beats. Most of the time, the stereo beat is going to be too loud. So we already deal with that. All you got to do is drag and drop your beat onto the beat track and it'll already be set to the right level for you, ready to record. We then have a record track so that you can record latency free and still have some of the effects processing, okay? And then once you're done with that, you simply just drag the clip down from the record track on to this lead vocal track, all right? And we have an ad-lib track as well for the ad-libs that come during the verse. But we're going to focus on this little hook intro style section. So basically, you see my vocal chain that I'm doing right here. I'm starting off with Auto-Tune Pro. The Auto-Tune Pro settings for this particular style are it's a pretty fast setting, right? I did do a little bit of the humanizing, not too much, because again, my vocals are not that on point. I'm not hitting the notes that well. If you are hitting the notes a little bit better and you want it to sound a little bit more clean, then you can go ahead and bump that humanized setting up on your vocals. But for me, I found that it worked well by having the humanized pretty low and the retune speed all the way up. Then we're going to get to the EQ, and this is where a lot of that work was done. So if you see, I'm carving out a lot of those low frequencies and the low mid frequencies as well. So I'm using my high pass filter, and that's being rolled off up to about 100 hertz. I'm also using a low shelf on here that is dipping about 4 dB up to about 287 hertz. Again, that's just helping to control that low end and get those low end frequencies under control for sure. And then coming from there, I'm using one of my favorite tools, which is a multi-band compressor. All right, now let's just see. So far, I'm gonna bypass all of these up to the EQ, and then we're gonna bring the multi-band in and see what we sounding like. All right.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gon' hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm, but I won't go back.
Okay, so the EQ definitely cleans up that vocal, shapes it how we want it to be, and then when we bring this C4 in,
steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gonna hurt you to see me.
that really
gone.
tightens
Dark
everything
clouds,
up.
you gonna see me stone, but I won't go back.
Right, and when you after you do multi-band compression, man, and what I'm doing, I'm really hitting the lows pretty hard. Again, it's all about the highs on this one and the high mids, and I'm also hitting the low mids pretty hard as well. So after you do multi-band compression, often you're going to lose a lot of gain. So I'm using a 1176 from Waves, the CLA 76, to do some of that gain makeup and also add some character. So let's hear that with this.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gonna hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gonna see me stone, but I won't go back.
Right. So you can see it's barely even working, really just on those peaks. Any peaks that are left over are getting handled with the 1176 here, and that's all I really wanted to do. So coming from there, any S's that appear to be a problem, I'm handling them with the Waves de-esser, super simple stuff. I love to use this RVox, man, because it adds another level of compression, and it also has a really simple and easy to use gate. So if you have any kind of noise, room noise, just airiness at all, this just helps to tame that really well. So let's play this without it.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before
I'm
that
bringing
it's
it in.
over. Leave me alone. Know it's gonna hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gonna see me stone, but I won't go back.
Yeah.
But trust me, you gon' hold that.
Yeah, and then to really get some more punch and body out of it, I'm using the L2 Ultra Maximizer, basically a limiter on the vocal to really bring everything together, glue it, and just make sure that that vocal is like solid all the way through. Let's hear that.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's so.
It's funny how the using a limiter in this way actually increases the dynamics and increases the punch of that vocal.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gonna hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gonna see me stone, but I won't go back.
Yeah, and then I'm also using the wave, not the Waves. This is a straight air enhancer. This is a stock plugin from Pro Tools, and what I'm doing is adding about 6 dB of enhancement from about the 4 kilohertz range on here, and what that's doing is just really adding some character to my high end, adding some saturation and overdrive to that high end, which I think is really nice on this vocal.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before.
It just makes it more interesting. So I'm gonna bypass this first, and I'm gonna bring it back in. You can see how before the vocal is just a little bit boring, and then it gets a little more exciting with this enhancer.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gonna hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gonna see me stone, but I won't go back.
Yeah. Now let's hear that in the mix again.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. Know it's gonna hurt you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gonna see me stone, but I won't go back. But trust me, you gon' hold that.
That vocal is sitting perfectly in the pocket by the combination of compression and limiting, and also using this enhancer that we doing. I'm also doing some parallel compression, and I'm sure, of course, y'all can hear the delay and reverb that's on here as well, man. Check out those settings when you download the template from wavywayne.com, man. If you like this tutorial, let me know by leaving a comment, man. If it helped you out, if it didn't help you out, let me know down in the comments below. This template, just like this, ready to go recording and mixing style, is available on my website, wavywayne.com right now. Check it out, and thanks for watching, man. Be dope.